So what do you get when you have a movie with elements of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Fern Gully, Avatar, and Alice in Wonderland? You get a movie that thinks it's epic, but it really isn't. Epic. Directed by Chris Wedge, who directed Robots, the Ice Age films, and while I did enjoy this movie, I don't think it's epic at all. Let's get into the plot of this. So we have Dr. Bomba, played by Jason Sudeikis. He gets a visit from his 16 or 17-year-old daughter, Mary Catherine, or MK as she likes to be called now, voiced by Amanda Seyfried. And Baba is very much into this idea that there are these little leaf men, very tiny leaf men that protect the forest that he lives nearby. And he's totally obsessed with them. He wants to prove their existence. He's got this weird ass helmet that makes him look like Rick Moranis. When you put Rick Moranis' character from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids side by side with Jason Sudeikis' character from this movie, it's like they actually took Rick Moranis' character and turned him into this animated character for this movie. But the problem is, Rick Moranis' character was actually a good father. He was able to tear himself away from his work to spend time with his kids, or when his kids were in trouble because he accidentally shrunk them, he would do what it takes to bring them back to normal size. This guy, he is way too much involved with his work to even notice the fact that his daughter gets shrunk by this magical pod. Get into a little more as I talk about more of this plot here. So we got these tiny leaf men. One of them, Ronan, voiced by Colin Farrell, and his surrogate son, in a way, Nod, voiced by Josh Hutcherson. And Nod is very much a rebel. He does not like to be a team player. He likes to go off on his own and run off. When Ronan is telling him that he's not being a good leaf man at defending the forest from these bugs that want to help decay the forest. The lead bug is called Mandrake, voiced by Christoph Waltz, and Nod goes off on his own and goes on this boat race with Buffalo the Bullfrog, voiced by Pitbull. The bird race is so dumb. It looks just like a pod race from Star Wars Episode 1. Christoph Waltz's character I thought is very good. I really thought he did great as a villain. Unfortunately, we have these two comic reliefs who really diminish the movie. A snail and a slug. What is it, Mum and Grub, I think, are the names of these two characters. The snail is voiced by Aziz Ansari, and the slug is voiced by Chris O'Dowd. Oh man, sometimes these guys are funny, most of the time these guys are annoying. I'm sure kids will love these two characters, but I really didn't like these two characters that much. And we got this Leaf Queen, voiced by Beyonce, and she has to choose a new pod, pass on her powers, which will find her a new heir to become the next Leaf Queen. And when she chooses the new Leaf Pod to pass on her powers into, the evil bugs start attacking, and the pod realizes it needs protection, so it shrinks down Mary Catherine down to the size of a leaf person, and now she is in charge of protecting the pod as they bring it to the home of the leaf men and try to pass on the powers within it to whoever becomes the next Leaf Queen. And the movie is pretty good, but it's not epic, really, as the title would like to make you think it is. I mean, this voice acting way too noticeable. I mean, one of the characters is a talking caterpillar, which is one of the reasons why I think this is very much like Alice in Wonderland. Nimgaloo, voiced by Steve Tyler. Steve Tyler, of all people. This guy's not really a voice actor. He's a singer. That doesn't fit for this movie, neither does Beyonce for that matter. And the plot is very predictable, and the Bomba, Jason Sudeikis' character, he really does not seem to mature at the end of the film. In fact, it is the daughter that actually goes through more of a change than the father does. I mean, they do grow closer, but it seems to be to the opposite of what you would hope how they would grow closer, and that I felt was a little bit disappointing. So overall, I'm going to give this movie a 7.5. I did enjoy this movie, and I do think kids are going to enjoy this movie a lot. And I think if you were to see this in 3D, you would very, very much enjoy it. I didn't see it in 3D, I saw it in 2D, but overall, I think it's very forgettable if you're an adult. Kids are going to love this movie, but I didn't really love it that much. And that's my thoughts on Epic.